Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So on the Bitcoin chart, we can see that the market has moved today into the resistance area. You could say that was the forecast for today. Remember that in my first video today, we saw that 5-wave move down. I provided the resistance area. We wanted the resistance area to be tested. We're there now. Basically, the price has now arrived at a critical juncture, because this is exactly where the bears could now turn up. So far, I don't see them. Okay, so they haven't turned up yet. They don't need to turn up. All we have there, all we have up here, it's a pivot. It's a decision area. It's a critical juncture. This is where, to keep this white scenario, the directly bearish scenario alive, this is where the bears would need to turn up. Okay, let me actually let me see, something got accidentally deleted, didn't it? Yeah, so I need to add that back in, because in the white count this is an A, B, C. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think that's correct. Let me just add that in here in wave 3. Yeah, that got lost along the way, I guess. Okay, so A, B, C. Okay, so we had a B wave top there, and then a 5-wave move down, which could represent wave 1 of C. We talked about that. We had a 5-wave move down. We said it's quite likely this is now followed by a bounce. As long as the bounce remains in 3 waves, this is actually a bearish setup. I personally wouldn't try to short this in a bullish market. Yeah, not with the promising structures we see across the sector, like bullish structures. If I look at Coinbase has possibly bottomed or is close to bottoming. MicroStrategy as well. They haven't confirmed it yet though. And Bitcoin is now, however, in resistance. I mean, it is a possible short trade setup, as I said, but so far without confirmation that the bears are turning up. What would I need to see as a first indication that the bears are taking over from here? Locally, because obviously this is already a 5-wave move down, 3-wave move up move, right? So it is already a short-term bearish setup. But clearly today, you could say the bulls have been leading short-term in this corrective bounce, which is at the moment still a 3-wave move up. You see the difference. This was a fairly clear 5-wave move up after the Monday low, and I highlighted this could be a long trade setup, and it did follow through. This is completely different structure, so it looks really corrective. But any break above 95,473, if it's a sustained break, will at least lead to a reset of this B wave. At the same time, this will make a more bullish interpretation more likely. And you might notice I've changed slightly the structure of the yellow count. This is really just to keep it, let's say, academically correct, because I've changed it to an ABC structure now in a larger wave Y. It just counts better based on the structure right now. So what we need to see now is, or what we need to pay attention to now is, do the bears turn up here? And do they take the price below? And that's actually what I want to say. What do I need to see now to suggest the bears are taking over? Short term, I mean, minimally a break below the internal B wave low at 93,650. And it needs to be followed by a break below 92,820. This swing low from the 1st of January. Yeah, that's needed. Well, today basically, or yesterday, depending on your time zone. So this is what I need to see at the moment. The market, all I can say is we have basically, the market's just filling in the pattern. And this is now one of these pivots where probabilities can shift from one scenario to another. That would provide some clarity. We get some clarity either way. We get clarity if the price starts with a breakdown from here, and we see a break below the B wave low and that wave 1 low. That would provide some clarity in the sense that the white count will get confirmed further. A break above 95,470 will first of all put us a little bit into no man's land, but the green line is the formal invalidation line for the white count, and it would likely shift probabilities towards a more bullish interpretation, and then we can observe the larger B wave and possibly even alternatively a more direct bullish scenario, which is possible, of course. When we remove one bearish count, clearly a signal the bears have failed. which is overall very much in line with my overall bullish thesis for one more high in Q1, right? Don't get me wrong, if you hear first-time viewer, while this points towards lower prices in the short term, but only if the bears turn up here, only then, right? So again, this is not a prediction. I'm just telling you where do we have resistance, where do probabilities shift. Short term, the trend is clearly still up. But what is important is that this is not a bearish analysis. I am still overall bullish, highlighting the risk on the daily time frame, absolutely. But at the moment, I have no evidence that a major top has formed. So once this correction is over, which could happen very, very soon, further upside is expected, for possibly one more all-time high in this cycle. So it's going to be very interesting. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.